At any rate, God bless everybody. Matthew Miller here from Maranatha Ministries. Today I want to talk about the great interludes. Take note that here stuck in the middle, you have the seventh trumpet that is in Revelation chapter 11. Sorry about the train, it needs to stop blowing. I just lost a great big limb out of my tree. This is going to be an eventful one. Anyway, take note that the seventh trumpet was in Revelation chapter 11, verses 15 through 19. The events in Revelation don't pick back up until Revelation 16. So this is a big differentiation between the events of Revelation and the interludes of Revelation. So take note, I'm going to specifically tell you about Revelation chapter 12 and Revelation chapter 13. These are interludes. Revelation chapter 12 described what happened to the church up into the Great Tribulation begins. So Revelation chapter 12 is exclusively talking about the birth pains. Revelation chapter 13 is exclusively describing to you what will be happening during the Great Tribulation. Take note. Jesus Christ told you in Matthew chapter 24, verse 8, he uses the Greek word Odin there. Odin. That means contraction. So, literally it shouldn't say there in the New King James Version. In the King James Version, it should not say beginning of sorrows. It should say birth pains. These birth pains last up into verse 14. The first 14 verses of Matthew chapter 24, Jesus Christ is illicitly describing to you the birth pains. This is what Revelation chapter 12 is. At Revelation chapter 13 then is describing the rest, what comes after. What starts the Great Tribulation? Yes, the abominable Passover desolation. That is the abomination of desolation that happens in Matthew chapter 24, verse 15. So I'm here to tell you, Revelation chapter 12 describes the first 14 verses of Matthew 24. The next chapter, Revelation chapter 13, perfectly describes from verse 15 onward. That's what it does. Now I've gotten several raindrops, so this may get interesting. What's a big branch that came down in my tree out backyard? So, you need to know there's a whopping big difference between the interludes and the events of the book of Revelation. You need to understand why this is. Because when you're able to insert yourself upon the timeline in the events, no one understands that the Holy Spirit is the wedding planner. So these interludes are to inform the bride what is going on outside of her field of vision. Because, make no mistakes, wedding planners are the ones who create the itinerary for every wedding. Yes, they are. So, with that in mind, I better head in. I'm sorry this was a really short live stream. I wasn't expecting it to be so. But hey, look for these different types of eschatology coming right here to this YouTube channel. I hope this edified you. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And please, I'm literally begging you, pleading you, with you, begging you. Please put in your encouraging comments and your prayers, if you have any, into the comments. Till next time, look for more about interlude eschatology and event eschatology. There's a rhyme and a reason what the Holy Spirit is per John chapter 16, verses 11 through 15. The Holy Spirit is the wedding planner. Till next time, God bless. Godspeed.